flower that will mean the end of it. You're missing more terrifying than the last 12 minutes of Suspiria.
Welcome to the channel, everyone. Giovanni here once again serving. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's feeling better, doing better, maintaining their core, keeping it cool. You know, everything else is straight, needs to be straight. Today I want to address, a little bit of madness about a few, ingenious yet completely crazy films. See, today we're going to talk about those movies that are so different, but at the same time completely the same. You go, why do they keep making this damn movie? I'm going to start out with one of my favorites. Based off a Stephen King novel. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. Secret Window. It's a great movie, even better book. But it's the plot twist that gets me in the middle that makes me go, why? The same with the other film upon our list. High Tension. French film. Deep, abiding, very bewitching, very bewildering, very twisted. And very much the same film as another film that I'll address that I love. The bottom line goes, it's a great movie, but they're all the same. They're all Fight Club, except with more blood. So let's address the points of these films. And believe me, there'll be spoilers along the way because, well, that's what we do. But before we get to our main film review of those three already classics in their own right, I'd like to talk about one of my favorite films. Get out of marriage and horror. Let's talk about Suspiria. Not the remake, the classic original from the 70s. And upon that, we'll discuss just how the new one varies and how what it loses and lacks from the original. And I will not screen the second Suspiria on this channel because I do want to defile my screen. But we will review the original Suspiria because, well, if no other reason, it's a great trip, beautiful colors, and the direction by both the main director and his new wife at the time make this film one of the most outrageous and outlandish horror films you will ever see. Even if you're not a fan of horror itself, it gets to some of the more gory parts squint, but as a whole, you should watch the film because the story makes no sense. That's not even the point. The story's irrelevant. I mean, the story itself, it is what it is. It's about the, one of the grandmother witches. That's fine. But other than that, certain parts of the story just don't make sense because it's hard, because it loses a lot in translation, and that's important for those that don't know. The entire cast all spoke various languages during the production of this film. So it comes off a little, well, it comes off way, what? And you just kind of flip out because you follow one bit, next minute, you're in a different cut where all that just happened has been cleaned up in such a way that, I don't know, where we're throwing the spells down, got some mad things going on with Mr. Clean too, so there's a lot of things. But with that note, when we get back to that, a little bit of other things we must do when we cover Suspiria. Now, Suspiria has a lot of different twists and turns to it. When I say it doesn't make sense in the fact that I'm going, okay, understand that our lead protagonist has to deal with a lot of different things. One, she's a transfer student from the States, from the U.S., all the way to the other side over in Europe. So I go to myself, okay, I understand she's a sacrifice, I understand she's to be taken down and killed. You don't have enough local chicks for that? I guess, but you don't. I didn't write the script, and it's a great script, but to each his own, but you go, what? Really? Really? Yeah, really, but why? The thing about Suspiria is, the deeper you get into it, the more you watch, the more insane it gets. There are moments in this film where you question sanity itself because the boundaries of sanity are forever leaped and changed over. Just when you thought you figured out one thing, here comes another curveball. But that's what makes Suspiria such a great film, you see. It has all the elements of a classic slasher film with a hint of supernatural intent and innuendo and 1,001 different questions that your mind can barely keep up with. And by the time you figure it out, well, you're halfway through a maddening ride and you still have two more, well, sequels to follow this maddening source material that is Suspiria. The maddening ride that is Suspiria takes you to heights of horror as well as chilling suspense. It just makes you check yourself and all your surroundings going, what could possibly be next? And as for the rendition of the new remake, come on people, I can't do 2 hours of this. But if you want me to review it, I will. But if you want to save yourself the time and tenacity, just watch the original Suspiria and be like everyone has ever watched it. Be pleasantly surprised by all the colors, chaos, and mayhem that exists within this film. A one of a kind, and I really wish they hadn't remade it, but they have. But check out the original and learn what real, true gore and horror is meant to look like. The remake, well, it pales in comparison in so many ways. But everything else about Suspiria, one thing that holds true to even this day, is a very unique, pivotal, and just straight out calculating film. It never lets go of your attention, even the parts where you consider it drags. It doesn't. It gives you time to reevaluate what you just went through, what just grabbed you by the back of your neck and squeezed real tight. But you know, before you check out the remake, if you have already made that tragic mistake, if you didn't even know any better, we forgive you. But give yourself the best cinematic effect of this. Check out the original Suspiria, and while you're at it, watch the 2 sequels that preceded, Inferno and Mother of Tears. And spoiler alert, Mother of Tears, yeah, if you're going to end off a trilogy, this is how you do it. So you should check that out. So next time, you know, well, we'll see what you feel about if you want me to do the review for the new one. I'm not really looking forward to it. I've got enough DMs right now telling me to do stuff on the Predator films. And since I saw the original Predator film when it first aired back in the day, I kind of might do that. Might even, if nothing else, I'll include in story time, you know. But anyway, it's been Free For All Tubes with movie reviews. Later on, y'all. Till next time. Peace. Whether you're a fan or not of Suspiria, or horror in general, you should really check the film out. It's one of those golden nuggets from Dario Argento that just always seems to give you something extra to watch. So, you know, till next time, y'all, it's been Giovanni, and this has been good old-fashioned Free For All Tubes. Peace out. Love y'all. Till next time. Beware, the ad-apocalypse is real. So, you know, if you want to help me out, check me out on Patreon.